Good morning to all of you. This is our project QIME Quality Improvement in Math Education. Our guide is respected Inder Kumar Rana sir, and my name is Ravindra Gulab Sakaned. My registration number is C006. My school name is Sanmeshwar Vidyalaya Kusegaon, Taluka Sengaon, District Hingoli, and my topic is linear equation. Now, in the first step, our first step is observe and explore. In the first step, in first picture, there are two trees. We will ask the students to compare the height of the trees to know the concept of linear equation. In the first picture, there are two trees, A and B. We will ask students to compare the height of the trees. Obviously, clearly the student will say that in the first picture, the height of both the trees is same. We will consider the height of the first tree is as x and height of the second tree as y. Then student will say that x is equal to y. In the first picture, height is same. Similarly, in another second picture, height of the first tree is greater than the height of the second tree. Therefore, x greater than y. And third picture, height of the second tree is greater than the height of the first tree. That is y greater than x. In the first picture, x is equal to y. This is called the equality. And in second and third picture, x greater than y and x less than y. This is called the inequality. This is the concept of equality and inequality. Now in this another picture, we are seeing that weighing balance. In the first picture, there are two weights put in the two parts of the weighing balance, A and B. Here we will see that the part B is more weight than the part A. Here B is greater than A. In the second picture, there are two weights put in the two parts of the weighing balance. In the first left part is x, whose weight we do not know the weight, and in another part, the weight of that part is 5 kg. Therefore, from this picture it is clear that x is equal to 5. This is the concept of the equation. We came to the equation x is equal to 5. And in the first picture, both are not equal, means inequality. Now here, this is also a picture of the seesaw. In the school, we know that these toys are in the school, seesaw. From this also we can teach the students concept of equality and inequality. Next. Now our second step is define and prove. In this step, definition of the equation, we are going to see what is linear equation in one variable, in two variables. We know equation is an algebraic expression in which x and y are there, variables are there. Equation is an algebraic equation with equality relation, means equal relation, containing one or more variables. We do not know the values of that variables. Linear equation whose graph we draw is the straight line, therefore it is called linear equation. And linear equation in which variable having only one index, power is 1, that is called the linear equation. Linear equations are of type one variable or two variable or three variable also. In our study, we will see one variable, two variable linear equations. When one variable is there, that equation is called the linear equation in one variable. And when that is of the type ax plus b is equal to 0. And in equation, if there are two variables x and y, that is of the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. This is called the equation in two variables. Now when we consider the equation in one variable, it has infinite solutions. When only one variable contained in the equation, it has infinite solutions. But when we consider two equations in two variables, they have only one solution. Therefore, these equations are called simultaneous equations, meaning both have same solution. Therefore, they are called simultaneous equations. Now, we will see the method of solving the simultaneous equations. There are three methods of solving the simultaneous equation. First method is elimination of the coefficient or elimination by substitution method. Second method is called the graphical method, and third method is determinant method. Now we will see the equation example by solving elimination by substitution method. Here there are two equations we have taken, 2x minus y is equal to 4 and x minus 2y is equal to minus 1. We will equate the coefficient, or we will substitute value of one variable in another equation. Therefore we will multiply equation 1 by 2. Then we will get 4x minus 2y is equal to 8, and then subtract equation 2 from equation 3. Then we will get the value of x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2. If we solve this equation by a graphical method or determinant method, we will get the same solution. From this we can say the student that if we solve equation by any method, we will get the same solution. Now here condition of consistency of equation. Now there are three conditions for the consistency of equation. If in the equation, these equations are of the type a1x plus b1y is equal to c1 and a2x plus b2y is equal to c2. Here if the coefficient ratio of the coefficients a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2, then such equation is called the consistent equations, and this equation has infinitely many solutions. If we draw the graphs of these equations, we will get figure like this. Both the lines lie on one another. These are called the infinitely many solutions. Now second type, if a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, this is also condition for consistent equations, and here we get only one solution. These lines are intersecting lines. Here we get only one solution. And third condition is if a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2. These equations are inconsistent. Now here we do not get common solution because these are the parallel lines. If the coefficients are in proportion, then we get parallel lines. These two lines do not intersect each other. Therefore they have no solution. These equations are called inconsistent equations. Now in third step we will solve one example for application purpose. Here example is that there are three equations given to us. These three equations represent the three sides of the triangle, and we have to find out area of the triangle from these equations. Now for this, for finding the area of the triangle, we will solve the any two equations, first equation and second equation. By any method we can solve, and we will get their point of intersection. That point of intersection will be vertex of the triangle of the two sides. That point of intersection will be the vertex. Similarly, we will solve second and third equation, then first and third equation. We will get the point of intersections, means the vertices of the triangle. And when we know the vertices of the triangle, then formula for finding the area of the triangle is 1 by 2 in determinant. First row x1 y1 1, second row x2 y2 1, and third row x3 y3 1. Here first point we will consider as x1 y1, second point x2 y2, and third point is x3 y3. Putting these values in this determinant and finding the value of determinant, we get area of the triangle, which will be 23 square unit. Similarly, another examples are given for the application. This is our topic, linear equation. Thank you very much.